Hello, everybody. Danny Bonin here. We are live. What's up, everybody? Facebook might be having issues going live. Let's see here. Let's see. View on Facebook. Let's take a look here. I'll plug this guy in. Oh, well, Facebook is having some issues here. Let's see if we can get it going. Maybe we can edit it and get it going again. Let's see here. Come on, Facebook. Hey, Robin. Ty, how's it going, man? Robin, thanks for joining us, man. What time is it where you're at, Robin? Aren't you I think you're overseas or something? Rob's got the whiteboard and he probably has no audio yet. Let's see if he joins us. Let me see if we can get Facebook in here again. Facebook's not working right now. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, 9 p.m. Robin. All right. Not too bad. Okay. MMA fight, man. It's been a while since I've been training that way in the gym. I still keep up on the weights, but I'm getting a little bit old to be stepping in the cage anymore. You never know. I'll never say never. I might have to remove Facebook and then restart it again. Let's try that. That's sort of a shame. Okay. Let's add Facebook again and try it out. Robbie, how's it going?
It's going. I'm just trying to get it.
Our Facebook Live messed up, so I'm having to like redo Facebook. I might put it on a new post. Ty, Logan Paul has Danny bed sheets. I would take on either of the Paul brothers in a cage match right now. I just want to let you know that, Ty. I don't think that any of them are proficient enough yet to take on someone who's used to it.
Yo,
Gotti, coming in from where are you now?
One second. Let me fix my.
All right.
thingy.
All right. Let's see if we're live. Okay, we are live on Facebook now. It might be a different post than originally posted, which is too bad, but oh well. All right. So Robin, you're in Canada. Okay. Not overseas. Oh, Carmelo. Carmelo is
What's
here,
up?
the man, the myth, the legend.
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Excellent.
Did you just join us with a fresh haircut?
Yes,
There
with
it
a fresh
is.
haircut. I had to skip the part where they massage and do the shampoo and of course the scrotum shaving. I had to skip all that so I could make this on time.
Yeah, they used the
you say
little
poo?
hand massager. Do you go to Floyd's?
No, I go to Sports Clips.
Okay. Yeah, they always like, you want the little massage? And I just feel dirty. I'm like, no, I don't need the little massage. I'm all right.
My wife does not like when they rub beard oil into
One
my
second.
face because it's just very like kind of moment. She just is not. She's not down for it. You know.
8K, first time catching us. So who 8K? Like, that's not your name. You gotta tell us your name. So Ty's here, Pizza Hut catering the live. You know what, Ty? Pizza Hut has yet to acknowledge that we saved their entire business.
Oh yeah. We did for Pizza Hut what that one nerd did for GameStop. Like totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all us. I'm actually gonna syndicate this and share it on a few social media channons before I
do it. You know what happened, Kyle? Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us. Just wanted to grab your name since it says 8K on your YouTube thing. Long time listener. Thanks, brother. Yeah, Carmel, I don't know if it'll affect the Facebook was not connecting and was having issues, so I had to delete it and then rebroadcast. So it's a shame. I don't know if people who marked attending or joining on the old one now aren't there anymore and have to look for the new one, but
Gotcha.
we're on Facebook now regardless. So
I'm gonna share this on a few different pages now.
Ty's here, Robin Party's here. We got Johnny up top. I don't know if we've met before. But
it's so exciting to see everyone here live. That's fucking awesome.
Stephen Roth is here. What's up, brother? We are alive. We are alive and kicking. And Rob is still dealing with some issues apparently while watching a baseball game.
Yeah, it's close.
Did you share this in the group already?
I did. Again, I shared the original Facebook broadcast. I don't know if this new one made it in there because okay.
Put it in there.
Kyle, appreciate the shout out on the Poolside of album. Thanks, man. We just wrapped that up. We just got physical copies in delivered today, and we'll start selling those at the end of September. Actually, we have to hold out for an album release show. You're muted right now, Scotty, by the way. Just in the system here, it has your mic muted.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, there you guys are.
There it is. Yeah, Steven,
Nice
Poolside's kicking.
poop.
Poolside's kicking if you want to check it out. Poolside at theflamingo.com or Poolside at the Flamingo on Spotify or Apple Music. We
just got the new CDs today, huh? CDs.
Yeah. Scotty's coming at us. Where are you now, Scotty?
Yeah, I'm coming at you guys. Let's see, what time is it? It is 1:08 a.m. in Dunoon, Scotland right now.
You're in Scotland. All right.
Yep. So just right across the way from Glasgow, and it is a late one. I took a little power nap before we went live here, so I might be a little groggy, but I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
I'll give it just a couple more seconds before we jump into the content here. If you've joined us live before, you know we sort of have to start the show officially and do the intro and everything. But Ty's getting our legendary ads on TikTok. Yeah, well then buy something. I'll give you a discount.
There's some there. Now I see the chat.
You probably see my wife. I think there's a Shannon ad running on TikTok right now.
Yeah, you probably see my wife too.
Just for you guys, we're trying a new thing where this has nothing to do with anyone listening except for the four of us right here. I'm recording from each of your cameras, and it might prompt you to upload the recording when we sign off. And that way we have like a high quality recording of each person, not just one of the four screen of us.
Oh,
and then I can then use that to chop into more high definition clips for like TikTok. I was thinking we could maybe create a TikTok and try some short clips on there from the podcast.
That sounds fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like Rob was made for TikTok.
I don't even have a TikTok, so
Rob
that'll be my
used to
first
do TikTok,
experience.
but now I saw a meme that describes Rob that I think Rob shared with me, and it said, "I'm not some teenager. I watch TikToks on Instagram Reels a week later, like an adult, and then share them."
That's right.
That's what I do too. I just watch
Rob,
what you
what's
guys
going
send
on?
me. I don't.
Can you not hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, you got me.
Yeah, but it's not through your fancy mic, obviously.
Well, no, I'm in the other room.
Yeah, but
well,
you should have
good.
set up your mic and everything.
Oh, I'm not going through all this for this show.
Well, you have to use the big room.
Why are you watching baseball? We can clearly see baseball on your whiteboard.
He made sure of it too.
It's a close game. Are y'all watching?
You're gonna get taken out for a copyright complaint if you put that on there.
People have to watch this for them to like.
We have
hit it for copyright.
thousands and thousands of people on live with us right now, and then a billion people listen to us afterward. We are
Yeah,
the
Rob,
If we had that many people, you wouldn't be getting your hair cut at Cost Cutters.
Rob, it wasn't
Cost Cutter. Nice.
It was Sports Clips. Thank you very much.
They know you.
We are more listened to than CNN or BBC put together.
Yeah, there's a whole army of people
Carmelo's got
watching
a
you right now.
got an MLA
out
he wants
here
to sell you
in the
later.
UK, baby.
Okay, so let's before we jump into this, maybe we'll just do the intro and then we'll talk about what we're doing. Because I noticed Rob has labeled.
Do I need to get the other mic?
I'm just saying you would sound a lot better if you happen to have the Shure mic that you spend so much money on. That is similar to mine.
You sound better than me. That's for sure. Can you guys hear me?
Scotty
We
sounds
can hear
fine.
you good. Yeah. We can hear you
Okay, good. Nice. The internet here might be a little shoddy.
Are you in your room?
No, I'm actually in the kitchen.
But you're in your where you're staying.
Yeah. We're in our little house. I have a seaside. I have an ocean view like right behind me, like steps away. It's the
and everyone's sleeping.
Yeah, everyone's sleeping. Blakely and Asa and Liz are all sleeping. So, but yeah, dude, it's been a freaking crazy trip, man. 10 days Ireland. Now we're here in Scotland. It's gone by quick already. But it's beautiful weather, nice 70s. Got a little misty rain going on. You guys are just frying your asses off there.
Ty's wondering what you're doing in Scotland.
Just family vacation, brother. We've wanted to do this for the last year. We actually had it planned, and then we had to foil it because we're in Hawaii for too long renovating, and now we're just here with the fam, me, my wife, and 2 kiddos. So we're doing. We did 10 days Ireland and 7 days here in Scotland, and then we're doing 7 days Norway after this, and then 7 days in Switzerland, in Sweden, and then head back. So
sweet. Well, now apparently we have to wait for
stuff.
Kyle. I have not watched Talk to Me yet, but Carmelo may have. He's always up on the new releases.
Yeah.
Did you watch Talk to Me yet?
I've not seen Talk to Me though. I've heard it. I can't miss it. So,
dude, I saw it was like #1 movie on IMDb. Like number.
They already
one,
called for a sequel.
What?
I've heard Cobweb is the sleeper hit of the summer for horror movies.
I never even heard of Cobweb.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Anyone else in the audience heard of Cobweb? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Really? Huh. Okay.
I didn't even know. I don't even know if I've heard of that one yet. I'm lost in ages right now.
Well,
Cobweb.
I guess now we're waiting on Rob. I guess it's my fault because I told him to get the good mic so that we could hear him better, and now we're waiting on Rob.
This is your fault.
Well, now's your chance to do the intro.
That's true. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's live. You know why we're here.
All right, guys. Well, we're live, but of course, we're going to release this as an episode, so it has to start like an episode. Welcome, everybody, to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Danny Bonin here with you guys.
Scotty Bonin here with you guys.
We are the Blood Brothers. And
what?
And
Carmelo Chimera.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, you guys. So we are actually live right now, but you may be listening to this after the fact. Episode 300.
300.
We did it. We made it.
My kids are sleeping. 300. Here we are.
300. Raise the roof. Can we still say raise the roof?
Raise the roof.
I mean, we're gonna sound old and lame, but we can say it.
This is Sparta.
Today we have tonight. It's tonight actually. We have a special episode. We racked our brains on what to do for this episode, and Rob actually came up with this idea. So if you're not watching on YouTube, it's still fine. You'll still be very entertained if you're listening to the podcast, via audio. But Rob has a whiteboard behind him that has each of our names.
Is this better?
That is better. But instead of Carmelo's name, he does have douche at the top. So I don't know if that was a mistake or what happened there.
Oh my God. No.
So
it's all right.
Yeah. But anyways, there is a whiteboard.
Somebody was late to the show for like the 27,000th time.
No, Carmelo was actually pretty much on time.
No.
I was very surprised.
I'm just glad Rob
If you're
showed
not
up.
15 minutes early, you're 20 minutes late. So
yeah,
were
Rob,
you 15 minutes early?
You'll forget.
I have the whiteboard. I ordered it from Amazon.
You'll forget, Rob, that I believe there's 1 or 2 times where you just straight up didn't show up, and we even called you one time during the show.
Yeah, but
I
retired and quit the show.
Yeah, well, anyways, Rob has a whiteboard. We are doing the draft picks of our favorite horror movies. And then I'm not really sure what's happening after we get our picks on the board.
Well, after that, then we're going to put them all head to head in the group with 130,000 people that only 5 people know about the podcast.
And
they'll vote on who wins, and then eventually we'll get down to like some kind of a Super Bowl type scenario.
Ooh, I'm
It's
ready.
nice to know we have a clear plan for this.
It's like a playoff action going on here.
Yeah,
Savannah's
Carlos
on.
is
Rob, your wife is on even.
March Madness.
Savannah says hi. Hi, Savannah. Scott said,
don't watch this, honey. You're just gonna feel. It's just really gonna make you feel worse about marrying me.
Scott said
Could
Incident
she
in a
possibly?
Ghostland is very underrated horror film. It's not Incident though, right? It's what's the one with Bill Moseley?
That movie.
and
That
Nicolas
movie
Cage?
is a sleeper, just gut wrenching movie.
I
That
didn't
movie
watch
is
it
rough.
yet. What is it? It's not Incident.
It's on
no.
Netflix, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
it's some.
I know what
Is he
you're talking
the
about.
Mosley film?
It's something in
There
a
is a
Mosley
movie
film,
called
yeah,
There is a movie called Incident in a Ghostland.
I don't think it's Incident though. There is. Not
is.
the Nicolas Cage Bill Moseley film.
Right.
Okay, maybe
How did
he's
we
talking.
miss
That
a
movie's
Nicolas Cage,
Prisoners
Bill
of the
Moseley
Ghost-
film?
That
Oh,
movie's
Prisoners.
Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Scott,
But
maybe
yeah,
tell us whether
that's
you're
right.
talking about Prisoners in the Ghostland or Incident in a Ghostland, because I guess there are two movies by that name. But
That's
yes,
right. That's right.
Savannah
Robin
says you
Party
can't see the
still remembered
board, but
400.
I mean I can sort of see it. It's maybe if you turn the baseball game off.
No,
you
it's
know.
a close game. Tied 3-3.
See,
And-
Savannah says
and the
Connor
Rays
has a
are-
ring light in the garage. Maybe you should bring
Rays
that
are
out.
playing for that wild.
That means I
card
gotta
spot
walk.
right
I
now,
just
too.
walked to get the mic, and now I got to go to the garage.
Well, maybe Savannah will be nice enough to bring you the ring light.
Well, then I don't want
Wink,
it to.
wink.
Don't want it to put a
right,
reflection
we're
on
good.
my TV.
So
I can
here's
see
the
it pretty
deal.
good. The
Here's
TV's
the deal.
brightening
We
up.
all have.
You watch
We,
the game, Scotty. It's good.
Yeah,
we
wild
should
card.
all
Scott,
have-
Scott meant what he said. He said he meant Incident in the Ghostland. He was talking about
okay,
something-
good.
yeah.
Got it, Scott. I've never seen that one. I'll have to check it out. I'll
Is
have to
my
check it
mic
out.
too hot? I hear something.
No,
It
I
sounds
think
good.
you're good.
I think
man.
you're too hot, babe.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's not
Yeah,
changing. Not changing my
sexy.
opinion.
All right, so we have the whiteboard. I don't know what order do we. Rob, do you know how we know what order we're going to start draft
Okay.
picking our favorite
Yes.
horror movies?
Yeah, I got it. Okay,
And
everybody
you
has
guys,
to.
you guys who are with us live, comment all you want. Of course, we're fielding comments right now.
We're not
as we
reading them.
speak. But we want to hear some of your favorites too, and then we want you to help us vote on some of these matchups, and then we will eventually end with, for today's purposes, the best horror movie of our choice.
Yeah, collaboratively.
Yeah.
Maybe top 5.
So, Rob, what's
We'll
the
see.
order? What's the order, Rob?
Hold on, I got to figure it out. Why do I?
This has been a hard one for me, guys. I put a list of 10 together, and
Entries of
it
8.
took me a long time because there's so many good horror movies.
I
out
put a
there.
list of 10, and there's so many that I just sort of just had to pick just 10 films. You know,
I
definitely
just
my
picked-
top 4 or 5 are definitely my top 4 or 5. But then past
Okay,
that,
we'll do. This will be simple
just
because
sort of
Savannah's
whatever.
in here with some
Totally.
kind of a TikTok lamp. Okay, honey, think of
Kyle-
a number between 1 and 10. So that you can't say what the number is. Think of a number between 1 and 10. Do you have it?
Kyle already mentioned my top 2
Do you? You
Uh,
got
in
it?
that order.
Okay,
Yes, I have
Danny,
it.
guess a number between 1 and 10.
8.
What was your number? 3. Okay, Danny's not first.
Oh, okay. You're
Okay.
supposed to give
You
me
never
number
keep
yet.
Okay.
picking.
Okay, go ahead, Scotty. What's your number?
4.
Okay, what's your number, Carmelo?
2.
Okay, it'll go Scotty, Carmelo, Danny, and then me.
Oh, great.
Okay.
All right, let's get some horror movies on the board here.
What are you handing me stuff for? I
Okay.
don't have a
you
plug.
ready? I'm gonna do
There's
top.
a plug
top
over
my
there.
top 10.
You may have to wind
Wait,
this more.
so
Why
does
is it all
Scotty name
tangled?
his whole team, or is he just? It's like a draft. He's
It's
gonna
one
name
at a
one
time,
movie.
right? Rob, it's one
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
time,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It goes one at a time. So Scotty gets the first pick of the draft.
Okay.
So he gets
okay.
to pick whatever he wants.
Oh, I see.
And then it'll
this.
go Scotty, Carmelo, Danny, and me. I'll keep track of the order.
Okay.
I
All right,
see it.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm picking The Shining for the first one.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, okay.
He's
Okay.
coming
So,
in.
I just,
See, I got this
it's in my
stupid
blood, man.
mic.
I love it. My favorite.
so now, can I not even use The Shining in my
No,
list now?
the Shining's gone.
Ah,
You can use
It's number 3 on my list.
Shout out
Oh,
to AJ
man,
Madonna.
number
Thanks for
3.
joining us.
I have
Comment your
backup
favorite
It's
horror
just in
number
case.
movies.
3. It should be number 2.
All right.
Okay, now
Wow.
it's Carmelo. Oh, and I thought of this earlier. I'm not sure if I said it, but I think it'll be a fun little tweak in the thing. We're not doing individual movies. So if you can't pick Friday the 13th part whatever. Friday the 13th is Friday the 13th. Evil
What?
Dead
What about
is
Evil
Evil
Dead?
Dead Evil Dead's Evil Dead.
There
It
are
counts as a whole.
distinct-
That
Man,
way
that's
nobody
on my
can go
whole
in here and
list,
start
man.
picking little things
There
off.
are distinct differences between the Evil Dead movies.
It's not my rules. It's just the rules I made up.
What about 2013? Yeah, okay.
It's
Well,
It's
that,
Evil
that
Dead.
super blows for everyone because my pick was
I
Evil
think
Dead.
I think we should go back on those rules.
Well, no,
I-
because we've
I think
got
we should go back.
13 Friday the 13th.
yeah, well, I didn't pick any of them,
They're
so
not
that's
all
okay.
created equal.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's take a step back.
What do the
and
comments
nix that
section
rule.
say? What does the comments say? Because I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think if people
what do
were
you
to
think?
vote right now, go ahead and do it. If for the 800,000 people that are watching,
That means
Kyle
if you
says
pick The
bogus
Exorcist,
rules.
you have to also live with The Exorcist 2.
no, we're not doing that. We can't do that. We can't do that. Kyle says those are bogus rules. We're listening to him.
Okay, fine. So what's your pick, Carmelo?
I want Evil Dead 2013.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
I had
those
a
two.
feeling Danny and actually I should have guessed Scotty would go with The Shining. I had a feeling Danny would go straight for the Evil Deads, but I thought he might sleep on 2013, and I know how beloved it is.
It is further down my list than the originals, but it's there.
It is on my
Okay.
list too.
what's Danny's pick?
Well, I'm going Evil Dead since no one picked it yet.
Which one?
The
You're going
original.
Evil
The
Dead 1?
original. Evil Dead 1980. Is it 3? And now I
81.
can't remember the
81.
fucking year of my very favorite movie.
81, I think.
81. I'm looking. You look it up, Scotty.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick Evil Dead 2.
Wow.
The second one. Okay, that was my number 2.
You can tell where the tastes of this podcast lie. We're all on the same page.
1981.
81. Okay, it was 81.
Okay.
I almost. Yeah. Okay.
Can y'all see the board better with the mystic light?
Yeah, I see the board. You just got to turn the baseball game off.
No, they just got it's 4-3. Damn it. I can't sit
All
on
right.
that side. The board's here.
So we
All
keep
right,
going
Rob, you're
until.
Okay,
we each
now
have
it's,
what?
it's Scotty's
Well, what do
turn.
we each need though? We each need like what are we
We'll
doing?
do
5?
well, seeing as well, actually
Four.
no. Seeing as how we're going to be able to do sequels in the franchise, I say we could do. I think 7 is a good
Really?
odd number.
Oh, if I can
All
come.
right.
Okay, let's see if I can come up with that much. If you keep
Well,
stealing
then it'll make
mine.
it interesting.
Okay, all
All
right.
right,
Go
Because
ahead.
we're really
Sly.
going to start grabbing it.
Let's do
stuff
it.
then.
This.
Let's do it.
All right. I got The Exorcist.
Oh, all right.
Man, that was the next one on my list. Damn it,
I
Scotty.
had to
Okay.
take it.
All
I
these are
took it.
going. They're all
It's a
going.
solid.
Look at
That's a
these draft
solid.
picks.
Yeah.
It's like fantasy horror movies, fantasy football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Carmelo's up.
All right. Man, I was gonna put this lower on my list because I was kind of counting on The Exorcist, but I need to strengthen the team. I need a classic, so I'm taking Halloween from the 70s. I'm taking
Ooh,
78.
all right.
Okay.
78
78.
Halloween
Great one.
original.
Yeah.
Great
Okay.
one.
Okay. All right. Ty says sin eared. Close.
Sin
That's
eater.
close. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Okay,
Eater.
Danny,
He walks the
what's
woods,
your
Sin Eater.
number 2 pick?
Well, I have to, since you guys took my next 3,
Ooh, Rob
I have
Hardy
to go American Psycho.
Oh, good one.
That's,
Ooh,
but see,
okay.
is that technically a horror movie?
I think it
Is
is.
it?
Everyone labels it as horror.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're
I'd
gonna
say
put,
thriller horror. Okay.
No.
Okay.
American Psycho. Let's do it.
Ooh, we
Kyle,
have a lot
I-
of goodies.
Kyle,
Rob,
See,
Nightmare
now,
on Elm
see,
Street
see,
1 was
now I'm going to
close. I
come in.
just
I
haven't-
can't believe this didn't get picked. See, I'm going to come in strong with Jaws.
oh,
Jaws.
Oh
Nice
yeah,
pick.
yeah, yeah.
I had
why
Jaws.
why is Jason speaking up in the chat when we have no medical issues or concerns that we need to talk about?
Yeah.
Is Jumanji a horror movie?
I
he
did
said.
ask you to be on standby if we had a medical question. We should, let's see, is Jumanji a horror movie? What do you guys think?
Oh, Robin brought up Texas Chainsaw. That may
Hey,
end
no
up being one
outside
of mine.
picks now. We can't
Ooh,
be
Nightmare on
influencing
Elm
the
Street.
draft.
8K,
Yeah.
8K.
going no
got
on
Nightmare Elm
Jumanji.
Street.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jumanji's
we
not a
got-
horror movie.
We got Scotty
Unless
coming
you're
up.
six.
We need Scotty's third round.
Oh, is it me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pick Nightmare on Elm Street.
The
The
first
OG,
one.
the
All right.
original.
First one.
Yep. You
Okay.
can't beat it. You can't beat it with any of the rest of them, that is,
It's on my
in
list.
my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great collection of movies, if I'm honest.
No,
Some
New
of it-
Nightmare came back strong. Wasn't too bad. New Nightmare was pretty good.
Okay, Carmelo, what's number 3?
I'm going to juke a little bit. I'm going to go a little modern, but I think it stands. Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, damn, that was on my
I
list.
love.
That was
I
on my
love.
list.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
boy.
good.
You
Yeah,
guys
I
are
want
making
to. I
me
want to
work.
thank my wife who prepared my list with me. She suggested it, and I'm gonna make sure to.
I just figured your assistant did it like earlier
He does
today.
literally everything. If I died tomorrow, my assistant could weekends at Bernie me for like a week. No
We
one
would know
I'm-
Carmelo's dead for like 2 months. She'd just
Okay,
be
Danny.
communicating with all of us.
You need you need a strong third rounder here.
Kyle says the Notebook's pretty freaky, and we did that April Fool's show where we actually reviewed it like a horror movie.
Oh,
That
Notebook
we were
is
thinking
great.
about doing something similar to this. We also thought about just having our wives show up and reviewing a movie instead of us, but I, don't
still
know
think
how
we
well
could
that
do
would have
that.
gone.
I think
All
that'd be a
right.
great idea.
I'm my whole list hasn't been taken yet, so I'm moving on to the next one. Alien.
Damn. See, Danny knows me. He knew I was going to go after that.
And I would say Alien is a horror. Yeah.
To be clear, I like Aliens better, but I don't feel like Aliens is a horror movie. I think Alien is a horror movie.
See, now
I
you really
agree.
want. Now you're baiting me into taking Aliens. for my
Savannah said
third.
The Frighteners. Is that a horror movie though, Savannah? Like, I guess
Yeah.
it's sort of a feel
This
good.
is Michael J. Fox.
Hellraiser. Oh man.
Okay, Kyle.
We'll go
likes
Hellraiser.
Okay. You are. Oh wow. First
Nice.
one. First
Yeah.
one. Not the
Oh,
one
yeah,
where
that's
he
great.
leaves his keys on the spaceship.
I do
86
love
Hellraiser.
The first Hellraiser is the best.
Quick tangent. What's the verdict on that new Hellraiser that came out? Did you guys see it? What did you
I
think?
haven't watched
It's
it.
made for TV trash, just like the new
Rob
Evil
saw it,
Dead.
right? I haven't seen it yet. Isn't the girl play Pinhead?
She's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay.
I heard-
It's just
Thanks to Pinhead.
It's actually
was-
not near as gory as it should be. It's a Hellraiser movie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first one.
Ugh,
Very
such
nice.
a classic. So good.
Okay.
So good.
Original Texas Chainsaw.
So many posers after.
Mm.
Yep.
All right. We're getting there. We're listing.
Yeah, look at this. We got a good
I was
list here.
talking to my colleague Nita the other day, and she says to me, "The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is her favorite horror series," and I don't hear that often.
Yeah.
Because some of them entries are pretty brutal, and some of them are pretty weird. But the only reason that series isn't like as beloved to me as the others is just keep restarting, and I don't even know what's what anymore in there.
I don't
You know?
either.
They've-
Okay,
Are we
they've
dealing
done
with Are we
four
dealing with
movies?
Arlie Ermy? Or are we dealing with who was in the it was why did I just
Arlie
blank his
Ermy was
name?
in that 04 reboot.
Who's in the newer one? It's
I don't remember.
what the fuck? Never mind, just pass me. The guy from Blade, right? Isn't it
Wesley
Steven Dorff?
Snipes?
Stephen Dorff? Isn't Stephen Dorff
Stephen
in one of them?
I think
Maybe.
The
probably.
newer ones? Okay. Anyways.
What do you got on your 4, Carmelo?
All right, for number 4,
Pet Cemetery is a banger, Ty and Kyle. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
Pet
All right,
Pet
sorry,
Sematary.
Carmelo. Didn't
But
mean
it's
to
not. I
interrupt
don't.
you.
But Pet Cemetery is not even top 10.
AJ, don't get me started on
Draft
Child's
worthy.
Play. Everyone knows I hate
No,
Chucky.
I don't know if Child's Play is draft worthy.
I think that this movie struck me at first as a more modern pick, and I wasn't sure. But now that I think that it's 30 years old plus, probably, I think it counts as a classic. I'm gonna take Scream.
Oh,
dude.
I had that on my list too.
Savannah says House on Haunted Hill.
That's a
Oh.
classic.
Now, there's a couple of those.
Okay.
13
what do
Ghosts.
you-
Oh,
13
13
Ghosts.
Ghosts is really good.
What do you got in your 4 spot, Danny?
Man. I might get some hate for this because there's some old ones that I'm struggling that are the one lower on the list. There's a couple down, but I'm gonna pull a modern one out of the bag and go with Oculus.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right.
One of my
I do like
favorite
Oculus.
recent horror movies. Just one of my favorite in recent memory.
Me and Connor just recently watched it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's good.
I can't believe I'm going to get it this low on the draft, but I'm going for Friday the 13th.
Dude,
Yeah,
finally.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the original 80 with Kevin
Yes.
Bacon.
Mark says
Okay.
Elm Street.
Oh, you know what's
Mark,
fun
what's
about
up?
Friday the 13th? I've never been to a drive-in movie theater before, and my wife took me as a surprise last week. There was one in Chicago playing Friday the 13th.
Handwriting.
And then a
is
storm
atrocious.
hit in the middle of the movie. So as it's raining and thundering in the movie, it was thundering in real life. And there's even that part where they're like, "Oh, it's really coming down out here. The storm's really bad," and it was actually storming. Honestly, I didn't think I'd enjoy the drive-in as much as I did, but it was a real good.
That's awesome. That reminds me
Yeah,
of when they're
I've
watching
never
The
knew.
Shining in Twister.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've never been to a drive-in. I'd
Dog
love
Soldiers
to.
from Robin Party is a good one. Original Howling from Zombie Dave. I have such mixed emotions around the whole Howling franchise when we covered it, because there's some really bad ones that I almost can't. I gotta rewatch the first one again.
I can't sit through 5 or 6. I don't think I have another viewing of those in my life.
I think H2O is probably one of the better ones.
I agree with you, Rob. I agree with you.
I actually
I like
actually
H2O.
watch H2O
I
often.
said Howling, not Halloween. Howling.
Oh, the Howling. Well,
Rob's
the
favorite.
Howling.
okay. So what? Carmelo's up for his 5th
No, it's
round.
me.
Okay, all right, Carmelo.
Oh no,
All right.
sorry, you're
That's
right.
me.
Scotty's up. Scotty's
Oh
up.
yeah,
for the
yeah,
fifth
yeah.
round.
Scott, okay.
Oh God, Ty just said Sinister. That is on my list, but I have one
Sinister's
that's
so
ahead of it.
good.
Yeah, but you don't want to pull
Um,
Sinister in the 5th round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this movie, just when it first came out, they were the first to do it. It's not really a well-made movie, and the quality's not great. But when it first came
Really
out, it scared the
selling it
shit out of
here.
me. And you guys know what it is.
Yeah.
One of the first ones to do it, Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
That's on
yeah.
mine. Oh,
I almost put. I would have maybe. I almost put Paranormal instead of that, but
Yeah, I was fighting between those, and Paranormal's a little further down, but Blair Witch Project they just were the first ones to do it. It was so
Robin
good.
Party mentioned Train to Busan, Ty and Draco, Season of the Witch, of course. Train to Busan is a newer one that was really good.
That's
but
a great one.
It's such an epic, like
Yeah.
I don't know, an epic one.
Savannah makes it's a good question. And I think the answer, I think I know the answer, but she wants to know if miniseries count. I want to say no for these purposes. Cause
I mean,
What-
you
what
could
is-
pull. I mean, you could pull one. The thing is that how is it going to compete
I see.
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
others? I mean, you could pick whatever you want. As long as it's horror.
Right.
I mean, we could
It'll
pick whatever
work.
we want. I mean, because there are some all of Mike Flanagan's miniseries on Netflix.
I was just gonna say, right,
phenomenal.
like Haunting of Hill House or something. It would be solid. I don't know if it would put it
Yeah.
up against some of the.
Well, I can already
classics,
see
but
we're already at the 5th round. We're probably going to go 10 rounds because we're already filling.
We don't need to
this
go
up quick.
10. Well, we remember
We've
we're
only
like
been recording for
32
minutes.
Well, how long do you want to make this damn thing? They're
I
usually like an
want a
hour
real
long.
competition here.
Kyle mentioned one of my favorite found footage movies ever, which is As Above, So Below.
Oh, that movie's
Oh,
great.
it's so
strong.
great.
Yeah.
Well, what do
love
you
that
got for
movie.
your number 5, Carmelo?
So I have a controversial pick for number 5. It's a personal favorite of mine, and it was the first horror movie I really got to see in movie theaters, and for me it was like an introduction to these two horror icons because I had led a very sheltered childhood away from horror movies. So because of its personal connection, and I think the fact that frankly a lot of Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street movies aren't as great as much as we love them. I don't think they're as great as we remember them. But Freddy versus Jason is my pick for number 5. I think
Okay.
it
love
brought
Okay.
the fan favorites from both franchise, everything from the little
Well,
references
that's a strong pick. That's a good pick.
action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Hey, AK just said Freddy vs. Jason too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark
Mhm.
Martin, Return of the Living Dead, which we just covered. That was I thought was awesome. And Rob,
Yeah,
Okay,
Last
Danny.
of the Living Dead is a lot of fun.
We're
Yeah.
getting
I
we're
will
getting
say
close
there-
to the end of the draft now.
there was a funny comment on YouTube about our last episode where we covered Return of the Living Dead. And it must have been a new listener because he said, I like horror, you like horror. I turn on this podcast immediately. I hate Return of the Living Dead. I turn off the podcast.
I actually love that review. That's a great review.
And that's what we
Was
do
that
here. We
Rob that
change
left that
people's
review?
minds.
All
That
Rob's
was Rob
fault. We
that
lost
left it,
a
right?
listener. Oh well.
There's
No,
no
he said he
wasted
hated
lines
Return
in
of the
that
Living
movie.
Dead. He didn't say he hated me.
Ooh, Savannah. the last,
at
Last
you.
Exorcism.
That's a goodie.
Savannah's up in this bitch. What is she
So
doing?
Last Exorcism is good. Danny, we need your number 5.
It
Okay,
is.
number 5.
Savannah,
I
I
think
love
I think
you.
Emily Rose is better than Last Exorcism though. Okay, I know they're one's found footage, one isn't, but anyways,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with no one said it yet. I'm gonna go with The Thing.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
Excellent choice.
Yeah.
Excellent choice.
We're still not through my list yet that I prepared, so we're getting there.
That's a great.
I'm
that-
going to go.
Oh, Kyle, 28 Days Later almost was in front of Oculus. I gotta say that's a really good one. So, anyways, keep
See,
going.
My list is pretty old. It's not very contemporary.
That's all right.
So I'm going to go with one I know Danny really likes. I'm hoping I can poach one. I'm going to go with Deborah Logan.
Oh yeah,
That's shots fired.
Loved
Shots
everyone.
dude, that's on my list. I was gonna say that maybe next. God.
Old Debbie L right there. And it's a
Mark
good
Martin.
movie.
Logan.
It is
Mark
a good
Martin
movie.
talking about Slither. Slither's a good sleeper. It's got a lot of comedy in it, but I always like me some. I'm brain farting. The fucking main guy's name
Oh,
from
Michael
Firefly.
Rooker. No, Jeff Goldblum.
No, Carmelo. What's the guy from Firefly? The main guy,
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. There you
The
go.
Fly, duh.
No, Firefly, not the Fly.
Yeah, the Fly is good too, but
Okay.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
Robbie.
it's good. You said it. I'm like, oh, maybe.
we got,
All right,
we, only
whose
got,
turn
we
is
only
it?
got 2 rounds left.
All right, whose
my
turn
next
is it?
one is purely when I first watched it. This is the soundtrack, and it's just a great movie. The Witch.
Oh.
Ooh, and Nicolas Cage.
No,
No.
Oh no,
This
no, no,
is
no.
with-
That's the Witch Hunter. The Witch. Okay, I
or
got
Season
you.
of the Witch you're thinking of.
yeah, Season of the Witch. Okay, the
Yeah.
Witch. That's good. That movie
You're thinking
actually
of
grew
Anya
on me
Taylor-Joy,
after a
right?
while.
It took
Yeah.
it took the next day after watching it in theaters to really appreciate it. When it ended, I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
I watched it a second time recently.
I
and
did
it was
too,
it was
yeah.
like God.
I'm due for a
Really
rewatch of
good.
that, I think.
See, now we're getting down to the last 2, and I've got way more than 2, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
That's all right. Just prioritize. You know, whose turn is
Okay.
it? Carmelo?
Yep.
You know, and I could keep going. What I'm surprised about is how many you guys are naming that weren't on my immediate list, and I'm like, oh my god, how did I like Jaws was a great pick because I'm like,
Yeah,
you know, absolute classic. Didn't
I
come
didn't
to
have
my mind.
Jaws.
And so that's why I'm very impressed with these lists. I can't believe we've gone this long without us running up short because we took each other's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a pick that I think is a little non-traditional, but to me is just terrifies me. This movie scared the crap out of me, and there's no two ways about it. Poltergeist, I think, is just
Yeah.
scary.
That's one of mine. Yeah.
Classic.
That was one of mine.
You know,
Oh, just the Pizza Hut is strong with Poltergeist, and that's where the whole thing came from.
that's right.
Mark Martin.
Savannah, I love The Ninth Gate. That's a great movie.
And Demon Knight. I think on a rewatch, Demon Knight might seem a little. It might not hold up as well, but it's been a while. I have to rewatch that.
Savannah, are you really
The devil's
comparing
side.
Jumanji to The Fly? Does anyone else think the Jumanji and The Fly are equally scary?
Dude, the Fly is just disturbing, man.
Savannah
Yeah, The
must
Fly
have
is
gotten
good.
wrecked by Jumanji as a kid somehow.
The big
Some
spiders
place.
in there did scare me as a kid, but that's why you made me laugh when you said it's a horror movie if you're 6, because that is when I saw it, and that is what
That's-
scared me.
That's true.
Danny's up.
All right. I'm going to go with The Conjuring.
Oh,
Boo.
That was on my list.
outta here,
That's
That's
a
on
scary
my
movie.
list, too.
Boo.
Very
The
on my
original's the
list, too.
best so far, and it's just
So are you?
good.
So you're going to do the original, right?
The original, yeah, the original.
Okay.
It's got to be the
I
original.
like
Farmhouse.
Conjuring better than Insidious, I think, too. So that's
I do
like,
too.
was between
Insidious
those.
is hit or miss. I like
Yeah.
Conjuring better.
Mm.
Oh, Rob, this is tough.
Savannah says he just turns into a fly.
I want to be clear
He
about
does.
this.
He's so much more than he just turns into a fly.
I've written this into my last will and testament. If I ever start metamorphosizing into some kind of insect, I am to be put down immediately. There's no waiting until I look like the bug. Just fucking kill me, please.
AJ brought up Anaconda. Yeah.
That's a fun movie, but the scariest
it's
thing about
fun.
it is John
It's-
Boyd pretending to be Latino.
Yeah.
Mm.
That is true. It's very Latino accent.
Uh,
The Nun is
God.
good as well, Mark. Yeah.
The Nun. You know what? I got to tell you,
Good
The Nun was
soundtrack.
my least favorite of the Conjuring movies, but then I saw the trailer for The Nun 2, and it feels like they're intentionally saying, like, you know what? If you weren't satisfied with The Nun, we are
I'll
trying
snake
now to
them.
make the scariest one. Because
Okay,
the trailer was terrifying.
I'm gonna.
Wow.
I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna do it.
What are you doing?
Candyman.
Candy. You know what?
Ooh, It's
Original?
It's
You
good.
talking
Yeah,
original?
yeah.
It's a
Original.
classic.
Tony
It's got a
Todd.
solid. It's got
Very
a
good
solid score. It's got that awesome piano theme.
It's great. Clive Barker.
Tony Todd does.
Tony
awesome.
Todd's incredible. Great gore. Great, good
Yeah.
acting. Great music. Everything.
is.
Candyman's a sleeper. That's
Yeah.
it's as
It's
good,
good.
as Hellraiser.
No, Candyman's good. And Kyle's wondering when the next movie's coming out, which is funny, Kyle, because we actually did film a found footage movie that we actually all really enjoy. It's a lot better than our first foray into found footage, and it's actually pretty creepy.
Okay.
And we're just
got
looking
the-
for distribution at the moment. It's been done for over a year, and we're hoping to get it out there ASAP. So we'll
Yeah,
keep you
we're in the
updated on
process
that.
of
Found
selling it
footage.
now. With any luck, it could still come
Yeah.
out for Halloween. So
Yeah, maybe
It's going to be a good
This
movie.
is the last
Wow.
round.
Is it the last
Wow.
round?
We went through my
Oh.
list, so I have to think of.
Ooh, Trick or
Something else.
Treat. Ty and Robin said
great
Trick or Treat.
movie.
It's
Trick or
really
Treat
good.
Yeah.
fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Trick or Treat. Can I?
Okay.
I have like.
okay, Scotty,
I-
what are you going with?
I have a
Johnny
top-
stoked. Oh, sorry. I was gonna pick out a comment. Johnny stoked about Terrifier 3 coming out. I did watch 2 in theaters, and it was I thought it was unnecessarily long, but it was very awesome in its visuals and some great acting in it. It's funny, Scotty
Yeah.
and I were in a movie with the main girl in the first Terrifier, and she wasn't
Mhm.
actually in the movie. She was just the stunt double of Ruby Rose, who was in the movie.
Yeah.
And we just didn't really realize any of that till after the fact. It was sort of cool. It was like, oh, I
Yeah.
remember that girl.
Yeah. Yeah. She was awesome. Okay, so
You
I'm gonna.
judged my last pick.
I have. I can't. Can I have help with this, or I should just got to say that because, or like I
What
can
do you
say
mean?
my top like 4 for my last
No,
pick.
no,
You
no,
guys-
no. You
No,
just
no,
gotta,
no, no,
You,
you just
gotta,
gotta pick
pick
one.
your
We
We
last
just
just
pick.
gotta
nice
pick
it.
one.
This is it, Scotty.
Just
Ready?
gotta do it.
Here goes.
I voted for
will
10.
do-
Y'all are stopping me at 7.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's not-
what's after this? Like, how long? If we do 10 each, how long is it going to take after this?
Well, I don't know. We'll set up. We got 4
We
teams.
could do. We could
So
do a
we
poll.
have 4 teams, and so what we'll do is we'll do 2 games. We'll do like 2 games every other day or every 3 days or something. So it probably won't take too awful long.
Oh, wait, so you want to do like votes after the show, and then we'll review the results.
Yeah.
on
So
the
what we're
next
gonna do is
episode?
we're gonna have our top 7 teams, and then just like a playoff bracket, then we're gonna have, so Scotty. So the picks went Scotty, Carmelo, Danny, and me. So I'm the 4th. So so then what we'll do is we'll just go down the list, and we're gonna Scotty versus me, Danny versus and we'll just keep alternating between.
Got it.
And as
Yeah, but
we
we're
whittle
doing all
down to the
this-
top 1.
On this episode, right?
Well, no.
We're not.
No,
Oh.
I figure we'll put them in the group and then let people vote.
Oh,
This is
Whoever
way
wins
too
wins.
smarter. I like
Yeah,
it.
know
and then
that.
what we can do is maybe every episode we can update people on the
We check
playoff
the
bracket,
standings.
I
love
didn't
this
realize that.
idea.
All right, fuck it. Let's do 10 then.
and hopefully we should be able to whittle this down by Halloween. We do a Halloween special anyway,
Oh,
so
that's
maybe by
fun.
the Halloween special
Ooh.
we'll have a Super Bowl.
Johnny used to be the morning dough guy at Pizza Hut. No shit.
You're
There
a
you
hero,
go.
Johnny Graphics. Thank you
Yeah.
for your service.
Yes. Yeah. And you're welcome
Right.
for giving more oomph to your job a
Exactly.
few years
So are,
back.
so are we doing 7 movies or 10?
I guess we'll do 10. If
I mean, I
that's-
think we're going through this pretty quick in the
Scotty's praying for 10 because he just can't choose
well,
his favorite
and,
child.
and,
for
and
this last
honestly,
one.
as we start clutching at straws and people start getting poached off, that's when we're really going to see some fun stuff pop up.
All
in
right,
here.
so new announcement. I didn't even realize that when I talked about this in the beginning. This is our draft pick 300 episode. We are going to have votes on which movie wins in the group in the coming days after.
Yeah, so
tonight.
actually, when you're in the group, actually participate in the game.
Yeah, we will post.
and in
We'll
the
make a-
voting.
We'll make a post in the group and we'll say like, "Hey, what movie's better, this movie or this movie?" And then you guys can decide in the comments, and then that one will win, and then we'll move on to the next round, and then
Yeah.
we'll keep
Yeah.
track of that. Hopefully, Rob
Yeah.
will just
But-
deal with all this.
It'll just be a poll.
Andy
though.
can
It'll be
sense
like a
that
poll.
Danny's on the computer. He's already
Yeah, it'll be a poll.
sniffing
We'll-
around.
yeah.
We'll create polls in the group, in the Facebook group.
Yeah, we'll just do polls, and then we'll do several games a week, and we'll just run through them.
All right. And then we'll
Nice,
bring it up on a
nice.
subsequent episode. I don't know
Yes.
which one, but whenever we're wrapping this up, we'll talk about it on that episode.
That'll work.
All right.
Okay.
Sinister.
So Scotty needs. Scotty's got. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Scotty's got his 7th round pick.
Ty's talking
So-
about the Thompsons. So's Kyle. Yep, they're still my
That's-
neighbors. They're still
That's the
across the
scariest
street.
movie of all time. The Thompsons. Yes, it is. They are. So yeah, I'm doing Sinister.
Robin Party says,
Sinister.
Nice.
"Ooh,
Nice.
Sinister is amazing." Robin says, "If only there was some sort of halftime contest where we could interact in the group and post memes."
Yeah.
We could bring that back. We I guess suppose we could. It's just more editing on my part, but then maybe we'll have someone do that.
Can we hire that out?
Yeah, we could.
Okay, Carmelo, what do you got?
Mandy is pretty good, Kyle. Yep. Anyways.
I think I'm gonna go with Saw.
Oh,
Saw one?
Saw
okay.
1.
Saw one.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
I saw
okay.
that one.
Yeah.
So
Troll
are we
Hunter
doing,
wasn't too
like-
bad, Robin. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
Danny,
guys,
what do you got
are-
for your 7?
Are
I'm
we
gonna
doing, like,
go-
scariest or just the best horror movie? It's like
We'll let
whatever.
we'll let the people
Whatever.
decide.
Yeah.
Let the people know. Let the people
I'm gonna put
decide.
up 28 days later. I'm doing it.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I like me some Killian Murphy and
I do like
some
that.
zombies.
I'm
that
going to go
run.
with Night of the Living Dead. Nobody's grabbed that
Yeah,
one.
no, you're right. That's a classic.
That's
And
a
Savannah
great
just
choice.
mentioned Constantine.
I love Constantine.
Yeah.
In,
Okay,
in
we're
fact,
gonna
it's
okay, so
weird-
we are gonna do 10 picks. So we're gonna do like a
I gotta
Like-
think now.
yeah. So now because people had to think, now we're gonna do a lightning round. We're gonna run through them quick. So
We're outside of my list.
I just
okay,
keep writing down.
Carmelo?
them.
What's your
No,
All
pick?
right,
it's
me?
Scotty's next.
Oh, sorry, Scotty. What's your pick? You got 10 seconds.
Oh,
The
shit.
Omen.
Oh,
Solid
Yeah,
hit.
baby.
okay,
Dude, I'm not prepped. I'm
Carmelo.
not prepped.
10.
Trick or treat.
There we go. See, now we're
Love it.
moving.
Love it. I love Halloween is what it is. I love it.
It's
Me
the
too.
ultimate Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Danny. 10, 9, 8, 7.
As above, so
6.
below.
Okay.
Nice.
See, now we're getting there. As above, so below. I'm just going to do Army of Darkness, seeing as how nobody's picked up on that
No,
one.
you're right. You're right.
Yes,
It's just
Dude,
lower
I
on my
can't believe
list.
they did it yet.
Okay, Scotty. 10, 9, 8,
I got my next one.
7, 6.
Psycho.
Okay, that's a good one.
Scotty's killing it with the classic picks, man.
Yeah.
Came out
Hey.
swinging with The Shining, and he's
Ooh,
got the
Psycho
Omen in
2 is
round
good
8.
though too.
Okay,
I don't know.
Carmelo. 10, 9, 8.
I want Friday
7,
the 13th, part
6.
6.
Oh,
6.
dirty.
It's the first zombie
It's
Jason.
a dirty move.
I love it.
Jason lives.
Okay, Danny. 10,
I want
9.
Hills Have Eyes remake.
Oh, so the like what 04?
Yeah, I probably don't know what year it was, but
yeah, so first,
it's way better than any of the other ones.
This is getting good.
Hills Have Eyes remake.
Okay. Now I've caught myself. 13 Ghosts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a classic.
The remake or whatever with Lillard.
Yeah. Lillard.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Fuck, I gotta think of another
Okay, we got
one.
everybody's got their last pick.
Last one.
Scotty?
Right.
Oh,
10,
Mark just mentioned one of my favorite
9.
ones too. Dust Till Dawn.
Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
I took
Scotty.
Scotty's cornered the found footage market.
Scotty's
Baby
really
cakes.
yeah, Scotty's really did good in the
Scotty's
in the
listening.
speed round.
Savage.
I have it on my list still. I list like 20.
Okay, Carmelo, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
I will be
4,
selecting.
3.
the movie
Robin says none of us
Constantine.
said Leslie Vernon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Constantine for Carmelo. We kind of knew that. was right.
Ooh, okay.
I
Constantine.
think Constantine's great. I'm looking forward to the next one. Weirdly, my mother-in-law bonded over it. Like we both have seen it multiple times. We
Really?
did like a movie night not a month ago to watch it together. Like,
Wow.
Burning
Okay.
the fog.
Okay.
The mist.
Fuck,
Okay,
it's
Danny.
It's the soundtrack on the fog that I like.
10, 9.
I'm gonna go Deborah Logan.
Eight. I already got it.
Oh, you did. Oh, we did. That's right.
Yeah.
oh,
You
upset! We have a
7.
upset.
6,
Oh shit! I
5,
don't know. I don't know.
4,
Danny, quick.
3.
She
Come
wants to
on.
win.
Come on.
Dude, let me think for just a second. I'm
I
gonna.
know. Now we're gonna like have to enter some kind of penalty phase.
Audience,
know.
help Danny. Audience, throw us.
Well, you
more
already
movies,
picked
quick.
Constantine. I already did. There's some. I'm gonna do. I am gonna go Dust Till Dawn. It's a childhood favorite that brings
Okay,
back a
that's
lot
a
of
good one.
memories.
Nicely done.
No ring.
The Ring is another really solid
Eh.
one.
No,
It was
they're
like the
good.
beginning of the like dead girl era besides Exorcist, you know.
Well, I'm gonna go again. It got mentioned, but I can't believe nobody picked it. And I'm getting it as a 10th round pick. This player has so much potential. I'm gonna go The Howling, the original.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
the original. I like the
Teddy
original.
T, what's up, brother?
Okay, I think this is a
Overdrive?
pretty.
VHS. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, you know what I missed that I
Look
Should
at
have
that.
picked
That's a
was,
pretty respectable
American
draft
Werewolf in
board.
London could have been in there too. That's a
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
as soon
good
as you said The
classic.
Howling, I thought of American
Well,
Werewolf.
he
Yeah.
brought up Dusk Till Dawn. I'm like, man, none of us picked a creature feature. No,
Yeah.
that's the first vampire. None of us have werewolves.
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty respectable. That's a pretty solid list. I think Friday the 13th
like it.
Part 6 is a sleeper pick.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
Hereditary. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
none
like,
of us.
I like that.
Oh,
Part
only
6
one
is great.
A24 film. Scotty got The Witch. That was it.
Yeah.
Kyle says Puppet Masters, y'all slept. I don't know, man.
I am,
Master- maybe the
proud of
first
this
one.
list, though. We don't have any Child's Play.
I don't know. But Savannah did
Puppet
mention
Master.
Dreamcatcher, which is a really good movie.
Oh,
Bride
Dreamcatcher.
of Chucky was on my
Dreamcatcher's great.
list, but I didn't get
Bride
that
of
far.
Chucky.
I was
Yeah,
I was
that's
waiting for a lot of mine to get
arguably
pulled.
the best Child's Play is Bride of Chucky.
Yeah, I think so
Okay.
too. And
Okay.
also directed by Ronnie Yu, who directed Freddy vs. Jason.
And Mark mentioned Pet Cemetery, which I know we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
mention.
There's
Pet
no-
Cemetery.
Salem's Lot. It.
No.
But see, what you had to think about is how all these movies are going to eventually line up with themselves and compete.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Like Oculus is
Cujo.
Oculus is a good pick. But I see, like Blair Scotty really, I think, probably did on face value. Scotty's like end of the season picks are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Blair
Dude,
Witch Project, The Witch, Sinister, and then he's coming in with Omen, Psycho, and Paranormal Activity.
Dude,
Scotty has
my
a Travolta
faves, man.
impression.
I just put my notes page out.
Kyle's
and just
calling
started-
for a Travolta impression from Scotty.
Do we have a? Does Scotty have a
come
Travolta?
I think he did it like one time, very poorly.
Hey,
Is there a
come
way
on,
to do a
man. I'm just-
Travolta impression good?
Hey, babe, I'm just writing down my list here. It's okay. Hey. I got you covered. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
cool. And so then
You
what
know,
we'll do is
the,
we'll start breaking these all down.
You
and-
know, the pretty
Oh.
boy with no hair has quite the list.
yes,
Quite the list.
yes. Judd
There
likes
he
them
is.
shaven.
Well, it wouldn't be the 300th episode without a cameo from Judd Crandall.
Well, that's
Judd
kind of
Crandall.
maybe Pet Cemetery would have been a good pick for us just
John
because of Judd.
Travolta, 8K.
Victor Crowley, Mark Martin.
I don't like the Crowley movies.
I haven't really watched them. The only wasn't Crowley also featured in that. I remember that old PlayStation game, Nightmare Creatures. Anyone to play
I'm
that
not
game?
sure.
I don't remember
It's pretty
that.
awesome. It was a cool game.
That's
Tusk.
the Danielle Harris franchise, right? She's great.
Is it?
Yeah, I think Danielle
Oh,
Harris.
yeah.
directed it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you know, we
that's-
thought a lot, guys, about what to do for a 300th episode, and we thought about
Yeah.
just doing a movie, but it,
Yeah,
it
doing
seemed
like
like
an awesome movie.
yeah, we kind of want to do something to mark the occasion, and Rob came up with the bracket idea, which I think is awesome. And now that I understand that it's a multi-episode interactive thing, I'm even more glad we did this. So, Rob,
Yeah,
thanks
this
for
is
the great
great.
idea.
Yeah, and I don't
No,
know
this
that
is-
it'll.
How good
I
it
don't
was
know if
worth-
we'll.
and it was worth getting a dry erase board. I've always kind of wanted one.
Hell yeah. Fuck
And
yeah.
I don't know what
You would
we,
go
I
with
don't
the
know
dry
what you
erase
think.
board.
What you guys are thinking. Is this? I don't know if it's another episode, right? Or is it? Or are we just gonna have like mention
check
the
the
results?
standings.
I think what we're going to do is I will this weekend will be the first weekend. I'll double check and make sure, figure out how to break the brackets down properly. It's been a while. And then what we'll do is we will have, for the listeners, we'll have 2 games we'll see, like every 3 days probably. And we'll let them vote. We'll let everybody, we're not going to let anybody, people can, I guess, screenshot this or figure it out. But we're just going to announce the movies and let people vote. Whichever movie has the most vote wins that game, and they move on
Yeah.
to the next bracket.
Nice.
So it
So
probably
we'll
won't
update
take
the
too long to do.
standings
But what we'll
next
do is every episode we'll update people on
What's going on?
who's won, who's lost, who's
great.
left, and then at the end we'll have some kind of live Super Bowl
Yeah.
thing to where
Yeah.
at the end we'll have the last two teams
Mhm.
and everybody will play. Actually, no, the way it'll work out is at the end we'll have the last 4 teams and everybody can plead their case on an episode,
right,
and then
all
let people vote, and I don't know, we'll figure something out.
We'll
for
do
the
something
winner.
Yeah, well,
special with it. We'll
And
do
just
something
like any
special.
like fantasy football goes, like whoever picked the movie and that's the winner, then they get a prize. So it's like
yeah, and then of
cash
course we'll
prize.
have the whoever wins out of us four will be crowned the greatest horror commentator of
Ever.
all time.
Of all
Right.
time.
That makes sense.
The best.
We should call it the
classic horror.
Joe Bob Briggs Award for greatest commentator.
Yeah, maybe
Honor of
we
that
could reach out to Joe
greatest.
Bob and get one of those
Yeah.
those silver bolo ties.
I like that.
Yeah.
That'll be the prize.
Yes, and
And,
Mark,
then if this takes off and we like doing it, I say that the next time we draft, all of the teams that are here are eliminated, and we have to pick 10 new
New ones.
movies
Oh, that's
that
cool.
aren't on there. And eventually, we're going to
Yeah.
whittle this thing down to where we are going to be picking from miniseries.
you better save
Yeah,
the
for sure.
screenshot of all the movies on the board, though.
I got the whiteboard. It's right there.
Yeah,
It
you
is-
got the
it-
whiteboard. Those
This
live
is
on
kinda
there now.
cool because we've covered over half these movies. So it's cool to see some of these, the ones that we've covered, and some of the newer ones that we haven't covered. So
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ones that we haven't would be good for future episodes. Like
I'm pretty
yeah,
I'm pretty happy with the list. Everybody's list.
I'm really happy with the list.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed by everybody's list because we all managed, like even like with Rob put it, he's like, I can't believe I'm getting this in like the 10th round or the 9th round.
Yeah.
There's some great movies on everybody's list. And
Right, because if you look at like
Yeah.
The Howling, Paranormal Activity, Constantine, and Ducks Till Dawn, those are definitely on some people's top fives.
yeah.
And they made it
Yeah.
all the way down to the 10th round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we
Omen
didn't
in
get
the- in
too
the
we
8th
didn't get too
round?
sticky with like
Yeah. I know.
Besides Evil Dead, there was not a lot of sequels in here.
Yeah.
And the Friday the 13th Part 6 that's arguably the best sequel, period. to all
Kyle
the Friday
says
the
that he
13th
can't
movies.
believe you didn't pick Unfriended, Rob.
No, I'm trying to win, Kyle.
Yeah. Exactly.
There are movies on here. This is not my top 10.
Oh, really?
Like-
You're playing the strategy game.
Playing
here.
to win. It's like, I've got all, like
Will you reveal your top 10 to us?
I think we already did an episode on
Well,
that, didn't we?
well, some of those are your tops. I know you like
Jaws
Friday
is-
the 13th.
Jaws is see, like it fluctuates because like Jaws probably 10
Prom
years
night.
ago was not on my top 10, but Jaws is like easily my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
is
Jaws.
great.
I watch it every summer now. It's like I love Jaws. Like in high school, Army of Darkness was number 1. Nobody could talk me
I
out of
love-
Army of
I love
Darkness
Army
being
of
the greatest movie ever made.
I can't believe that was picked so late, too.
I know. I sort of once we got
And, like, see,
past
Friday
the
the
two Evil
13th
Deads, I
used
just
to be
forgot
my-
about it.
Friday the
Yeah.
13th used to be my all-time. Like Danny and Scotty from the very beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Jason guy. Friday the 13th is probably at the very bottom of my top 10, actually, if it even makes it. But we're trying to win here. So Friday the 13th is there. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I probably would have picked it, but it went so high up in the draft. But I hate Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I do not like that movie.
Why? What's wrong with Texas
Oh, I
Chainsaw
love it.
Massacre?
First
It just
one's great.
it doesn't work for me. I just don't like it. Whereas
Oh my
American
God.
Psycho definitely is in my top 5.
Ty's surprised that you picked a Romero movie, Rob. Night of the Living Dead.
I'm trying to win. So
And Night of the Living Dead's good.
I know there's lots of people that like
the best Romero
at least
movie.
that one Romero movie, and I was going to be cute about it, and I was going to pick 90, the Tom Savini remake, which
Mhm.
I personally like better, but I'm trying to win here, and I was worried
Yeah, you're
if I
picking the
picked Night of
original,
the
right?
Living, I was worried if I picked Night of the Living Dead, somebody was going to snake 1990 from me, and it would split the vote.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Prom
Okay.
Night.
But The
Well,
Hills
that
Have
makes
Eyes
sense.
remake
Mark
is a
Martin.
bold move, Danny.
Dude, that
Dude,
I mean,
that
come
was-
on.
I would never thought of it, but
That
it's a
is
good
one
movie.
of the best remakes ever made. Besides,
is.
Well,
Evil
that
Dead
was one of those
2013,
movies I
which isn't
never
a
knew
remake.
was.
great.
I never knew it was a remake when it came
Yeah.
out. I was like, "This is just awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Kyle,
Trick or
Cabin in
Treat.
the Woods is
yeah,
on there.
Carmelo's got some. As much as I just like to say it, Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. That's a Super Bowl contender. Trick or Treat
Eric
could go all
Garcia
the
in
way.
the house. Rob's board
Aaron
is the
thinks that
best.
Rob's board is the best. AG.
I don't know,
What's
but
up,
look,
buddy?
If I had
Trick or
to
treat-
vote whole board, like
look, okay,
right now, if you were like,
look,
who's
guys,
got the best board?
we're going
What?
into October. We're going into October, gentlemen,
True.
and Trick or Treat
What?
is a seasonal winner. Trick or
That's
Treat,
right,
just
that's
that
right.
one pick could
Let
win the
Carmelo
Super
vote
Bowl.
on the board. Let Carmelo vote on the
If
board.
I had to vote who has the best board right now, like even though I picked mine voluntarily, I would give it to Scotty. I think
He's got a lot of classics on there.
he's got Shining,
Ooh.
Exorcist, Psycho, and Omen, and everything else on the list is almost as good. But the fact that he's got all 4 of those big ones,
Dude.
Man, that's a list. That's
Just
Yeah,
Omen was a
but you
sleeper
have
for
to,
me.
but you got to look at it. You got to look. I mean, look. Okay, Psycho, Omen, and The Exorcist. You know, they're high on the list, but these are injury-prone athletes. We're talking the 1960s,
You're right.
1950s. I mean,
We
this could take
get
a
into,
stumble.
man. I
We're
might need
dealing with a
sub.
lot of millennials and Gen Z who may not even know who Gregory Peck is. Man, they may see The Omen and think, "Oh, you mean that Kirsten Dunst movie?" We don't know.
actually I think it was
Now-
Julia Stiles, but your point's taken.
Yes, but I mean, coming in, Scotty's is really, really strong. I would say
You guys all got strong.
Danny's is really strong.
I got a
'Cause you-
strong
because
board.
Strong.
Well,
That was
you got
sort of
the-
point.
You got the original, so like if Evil Dead goes up against Evil Dead 2, Evil Dead could possibly pull it out just because people are like, "Oh, it's the original. I can't."
I
vote
mean,
for the
I
sequel."
am. I've argued
And
it
you've got
plenty of
American
The
times.
sequel has
Psycho, Alien.
chainsaw hand though. I'm giving it to 2 over 1. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know, man. I've always said this. I think the first half of Evil Dead 2 is better than Evil Dead, but if you're going a whole movie,
It
Evil Dead
stumbles.
is better than Evil Dead 2.
It stumbles in the third and fourth
It
quarter.
stumbles when fucking Nobi shows up, and
Yeah.
I love him, but when Danny Hicks shows up as Jake, and
Yeah.
he's great. Don't get me wrong, but it's just when
Okay.
Ash is by himself, freaking the fuck out. It's
Yeah,
bad.
but I'm sorry.
looking at
When
Scotty's
he-
is pretty good. I mean,
when he
that-
what?
when we get groovy from there on,
Yeah,
Evil Dead goes to like another echelon. It's my
But then it
favorite horror
pisses-
franchise by
It pisses
far.
you off so much when he kicks him in the basement and throws the pages down there. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, dude, what the fuck is your problem?
Oh man. And
See,
then I don't
think,
know.
See, I
Yeah.
messed up too. See, Deborah Logan. I got her way too high.
You think so?
That's-
I like
I mean,
Deborah
look at the
Logan.
rest of the
Yeah, but
board.
you
look at how
fucking
high
Danny at
Deborah
work.
Logan is.
You put Danny on his back heels with that.
Yeah, I
you
did. But
You
then he
did.
came back with Dust Till Dawn, which is
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't have thought of, but fuck yeah. That movie's
Yeah.
great.
Dude, I love From Dusk Till Dawn.
So good.
No one picked
Kyle says
Reanimator.
2013
Yeah.
might trump the rest of Evil Dead.
well. See, that's the thing. I think
2013 is so
2013.
good.
I think I'm not
Carmelo
trying to
picked
influence the vote here, but I
2013.
think 2013 beats Evil Dead 2. We can see everybody's first round. Shining,
They're
which
so
was good for
different.
Scotty because if Scotty wouldn't have got it, Danny would have.
Oh, I
took
would have had
Shining.
it second. If you guys want to know, my list on the side here, which I was very certain of the first 4, are Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, The Shining, and The Exorcist. Those are like the
Oh.
first 4.
Yep, those were my- Those
Yeah.
were my top as well.
Joseph, thank you very much. We're proud to be here for your 300 episodes. Thank you.
Yes. And
Thanks,
followed by
Joseph.
the 5th,
Thanks for
which
being
was
here,
American
brother.
Psycho, which is pretty much on point as well as my like
Yeah.
5th. That's a toughie between that and Alien and like Evil Dead 2013.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
So-
between the Blood Brothers. The more I look at it, because Danny's got The Thing. The Thing is hard to beat.
The thing for me is a contender for number 1.
Yeah.
And then,
it-
but see,
I don't
when
know.
Danny tripped.
Carmelo.
And Danny went all like modern. He got The Conjuring 28
I
days
did.
later.
Yep.
I did. I tried not to be prejudiced. I tried
Oculus?
to think, let's get
And then,
some
and
more
then
modern
above,
movies.
and then
some credit.
above is So Below. That's a sleeper, man. Lots of people like that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing in the comments, and I agree with them. I think if we had kept going, I think there's still plenty. If Rob does what he wants and does like a second draft where we can't pick any of these, I still think we could fill up another 10 each. Because like The Rise of Leslie Vernon, Behind the Mask, personal favorite. of mine.
The thing is,
Yeah.
you got to start writing them down. You got to build your list
You gotta
big
build
time
that
because
Yeah.
as soon as we got into like right here, as soon as we got into the 8th round, we really started to go.
we started to get our
Yeah.
personalities.
Yeah.
start to show
Except
a
for
lot.
Scotty,
Boom, 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 boom.
Scotty's late round picks: Omen, Psycho, and Paranormal
Wow.
Activity. Those are
Yeah.
solid.
those Omen's
Mark
so
mentioned
good.
once
Oh.
again, reaffirming that Aliens is the best, and I agree. I just don't know if it belongs
Aliens is
on
the
a horror
best,
board.
but I don't.
But not
Well,
on a horror,
well,
not on a horror list. It's just not
Yeah, I
as
don't
scary as
think it belongs on a horror list.
I wanted Aliens after Danny picked Alien, but I was
Me
like,
too.
I don't know how
don't think
far
it
down the
belongs.
list I
Yeah.
can take it.
It's
It's,
hard.
it's
to
kind
do
of the
that.
same with Predator. Predator's a creature feature, but it doesn't come off feeling like a horror. Like
Yeah.
Terminator, the first Terminator is more of a horror movie than Predator is.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
Yeah.
Danny doesn't have more possession on this board.
I know. Well, that's why I went for Conjuring. So
Yeah, like
don't
Emily
know.
Rose, Last Exorcism.
Emily Rose is really good. It's Emily Rose really.
Emily
freaked me out
Emily
when I saw
Rose
it.
is and The Last Exorcist are solid movie.
I think The
Last
Last
Exorcist-
Exorcist is fucking awesome. That
I
movie
think
is
Emily
so
Rose
good.
is scarier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
The
I
Emily
think it's
Rose.
The last
scarier, but
image
I
of
really
Last
like the
Exorcism
found
burned into
footage
my head.
aspect of the last.
Yeah,
Exorcist.
when she's like, when her body's like flipped backwards. Oh man, that.
I was going to
image
go super
too.
super contemporary and do the Pope's Last Exorcist with Russell
was
Crowe,
good. The
but
Pope's
I'm worried
Exorcist.
not enough people have seen it yet.
It's so
Oh
good.
yeah,
That movie
still
is
haven't seen it.
phenomenal.
Fair point.
Me and Rob watched it together in his
I gotta
humble
see it.
abode.
We did. I'm getting new couches tomorrow, Danny. So we're gonna say bye to
Ooh,
these.
I'll be there. Yeah, Kyle, Hereditary. I just rewatched that last week. Solid.
Hereditary's
Always
I
great.
don't know, man. Carmelo's board's pissing me off.
You gotta
Ca-
admit, I know my shit, Rob.
You see, like right there, Cabin in the Woods. They were like Rob's top 10. Cabin in the Woods is probably between 1 and 2 of my all-time favorite movies.
You forget how
Dude,
much
it's
we have in
great.
common.
And then he has
Yeah, you guys
and then
do.
he has Poltergeist, Trick or Treat. So I'd say we got Trick or Treat, Poltergeist, Cabin in the Woods. I'm not sure about Halloween 78 for myself, but Evil Dead 20. These I would say, what is that?
Dude.
1, 2, 3. I'd say between 4 and 5 of Mello's 10 could have all made my list and high up the draft. So,
Yeah.
well, as you can see, Carmelo did Cabin in the Woods. I had to pull out the big guns and go Friday the 13th, 1980.
Yeah. Yep. You had to. I'm surprised that
Scream
was
wouldn't
lower.
have been on there. Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason is a good sequel. That's a good well, because it's not it's both. See, I think people could outvote if you had Freddy vs. Jason versus Friday the 13th or the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I probably would vote Freddy vs. Jason.
So would I.
Yeah.
Aaron,
I think it's
there
one
is
of
the
those
Howling.
the
horror
originals.
movies.
I do, but there's the Freddy versus Jason and like the Friday the 13th from 2009. Like those movies took everything we loved about them and then gave them like the royal treatment. It wasn't like
Elevated
shoestring budgets anymore. It was like, let's take these things as seriously as people love them. And that's why I like both those movies so much.
Yeah.
Aaron, we
Me
did
too.
do the Howling at the end of Rob's list there, but no
Yeah,
Intruder.
I put the Howling
Intruder's a
on
good
there
one.
just because I mean
Yeah.
I was running out of time, and the Howling is arguably I think it's the best werewolf movie. Like we can't
That-
better
hold-
than
we-
American
we-
Werewolf in London.
I personally like it a little bit
Wolf
more
with
than
Jack
American
Nicholson.
Werewolf in London.
Wolf, yeah.
Oh yeah.
no,
Wolf,
no, it's,
Jack
I
Nicholson.
agree. It's the Howling
Yeah.
for sure.
Or Teen-
I think
Teen
American
Wolf
Werewolf in
was
London
awesome.
is good. It's just it's so slow.
Oh, Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy
would've been
Hollow's
great.
good.
Love that.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I don't know about Cabin Fever's not bad, Savannah. Yeah,
Cabin Fever's
So-
good.
Christmas,
Cabin
it would be a
When-
shorter
when-
list.
when-
Most of
when we
it.
first watched Cabin Fever, it took you for a loop because you were not expecting any of that stuff to happen in Cabin Fever.
Aaron ranks me last behind the dry erase marker and the board itself. Aaron, where do you rank on that list?
Maybe Aaron can
Oh
post
my
his ranking.
goodness.
Yeah.
What Savannah? we
Well,
should
I
use for
know
Christmas
which way
horror?
Aaron's
Yeah.
voting when we all start playing.
Oh, yeah,
so keep
Black
it up,
Christmas.
Aaron. I can count on your vote. Oh, Black Christmas is good.
Yeah. Well,
We didn't do Reanimator. No.
Robin, you met
No.
Christina Ricci. Is she as
Or Dead
delightful in
Alive.
person as she is in my
No Dead
dreams?
Alive.
yeah. In your
Well,
dreams.
If we're
Oh,
if we have a moment, I just want to say something to all the listeners for our 300th episode.
I can't believe
Please.
Danny got Oculus. I just watched Oculus.
It's so good, isn't it? Karen
Well, come
Gillan's
on.
in it, which is
I
really
want
good.
to say something too. We can all say a little something.
Yeah, let's all. Well, Scotty, why don't you
Go
go
ahead.
first?
Go ahead.
No, no.
Yeah, join the
you go first.
Patreon and give us some money so we can keep doing this.
Oh, we don't even really. Well, I do
Boy
post
can.
our notes there. I
Yes.
do post our notes there
Great.
still, and
No,
there's still
just
a lot
give
of
us your
action
money.
episodes there.
We're providing a service. This isn't free. I had to order this.
Yes, pay for Rob's whiteboard and join our Patreon, please.
I even
Yes.
bought the easel.
Nice.
I still could use the $100 back for the mic I bought. So if you guys don't
Yeah,
mind contributing to Patreon,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, when I found this podcast, I felt like, just like a little bit less alone in the world, that there were people out there who loved the same things I loved and had the same sense of humor that I had. And then I joined the Facebook group, and everyone in the group is so cool. And even like the ball busters in there, it's like, just reminds me of hanging out with my cousins, because we're always like busting each other's chops, and it felt like family like that. And I just wanted to say, we didn't sit here and do this 300 times just because like we like the sound of our voice. We did it because all of you listen, and we did it because all of you participate, and the fucking memes and the hour halftime are just fantastic. And I love every single one of the listeners, and I'm just so grateful for all of you because we just do this for fun, and you guys are what make it fun. So thank you.
Yeah,
Yay.
exactly. And I want to piggyback on that too. Me and Danny started this, just me and him, what, 5-6 years ago or something?
God, how boring were those episodes?
How long?
Jesus.
No, but we planted the seed, and now here we are today. So it's we just tried to do. We love horror, and we just like, hey, let's do a podcast, and we just did it. Didn't care if it sucked. Didn't care what people thought about it, but we did it, and now we've met Rob, we met Carmela. We never would have met you two if we hadn't done the show. We never
That's
would have
very
met
true.
all you guys that are listening. If we
You
hadn't
guys
done the
actually
show.
listening probably have very little knowledge of how intertwined our lives actually are behind the scenes. We actually we probably
it's a big
owe
staple.
most of our futures and businesses to each other and all this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
So this 300 episode is really it's a statement. It's just it's an awesome journey that we've had, and I'm glad we kind of revived the podcast and we're bringing it back, and not every week, but it's
Every
cool
other
that
week.
we're all here still. Yeah, yep, there we go. So it's awesome. We hit 300, and I'm excited. So thank you guys all for
appreciate you
coming on the
guys.
journey.
I remember letting Rob back in the very beginning when a Freak of the Week winner could be a guest on the show, and we let Rob come on and talk our ears off for 2 fucking hours about Friday the 13th.
It was very informative episode.
And he just kept texting, and so eventually he just had to be his friend,
Yeah, that's how that works.
I've said before when I was listening through, I listened to every episode in order, and when I got to the Friday the 13th episodes, I felt the way I felt when I was watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Danny DeVito joined. That's how I felt when Rob joined the podcast. It's like he completed it and brought it to another level. Always Sunny was funny, but then you had like a legend like DeVito, and it just shot up. And that's how I felt when Rob joined the podcast.
Yeah, and that's what people just love. We all have different personalities, and that's what's great about it. It's what makes it different and fresh.
Yeah,
So,
now thanks, Kyle. We are making some movies. Also many other movies in the pipeline at a much bigger level than the movies you guys have seen so far. So that's pretty exciting. But Name the Demon, I can't wait. That's the name of the found footage one. I can't wait for you guys to all see Name the Demon. It's another little love child of ours that we fully funded ourselves and made at Carmelo's house with just all of us. And Joe Castro came out. If you guys follow indie horror, Joe Castro, and we just at Carmelo's house for 7 days straight, up all night shooting a possession found footage movie, and it was there's still blood all over his ceiling and inside the cracks of his thermostats, and it's amazing. So we talked about, because we do have other films in the works that are we're partnering with a lot of like producers to do this for a living. We have some in the pipeline that'll be in the $2 to $4 million budget range that we're not funding ourselves, but I think we'll always come back to this maybe once a year, maybe once every 3 years, but this sort of found footage horror project that we can all just have fun on and just fucking film at someone's house or in the woods somewhere, and it's really such an awesome time.
It is. It's the best time
but
ever.
Thank you guys so much for sticking with us this long. Through everything, through the Deadite Lounge, if anyone listened to any of those, and if you're in the Patreon and you've heard any of the Cult Classic Action Show and all that stuff, it's been a trip. So
it's been a fun ride.
With that being said, we are back to bi-weekly. This one was a little bit off schedule because we wanted to do a Friday night for live.
And Carmela was late to the show.
Ooh, Robin says we don't seem as full of shit as other horror podcasters. Thank you.
Thanks,
Robin.
And
We
shout
love
out
you,
to
man.
Kyle for listening to the entire podcast at least 4 times over. Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Hell
We
yeah,
really
man.
appreciate it.
Watching the game.
Aaron
and
Rob is watching the
Don't
Tampa
watch
Bay
me.
Rays.
CCH was Aaron's first design 4 years ago. And,
Aaron's been doing the awesome t-shirt.
yeah,
Aaron,
gotta
did you do
give
this
it.
one?
I think Aaron did do that. Aaron's
I
done
think
pretty
Aaron
much
did do the Cult Classic.
almost all of
Do
them.
we still have the Coke Classic one that looks like Coca-Cola? I want that shirt.
We do. It's on the site. Aaron, I gotta give a shout out to Aaron and just everyone else. I do want to name a couple names now that we're doing this
You
whole
like my
fucking
board?
Academy Award speech thing.
Put Candyman on there for you.
Aaron's up in the comments, and he's without getting paid or anything, has done a ton of designs for us that always go with our awesome inside jokes and made them into shirts on the site. Ty and Draco has done a ton of blogs for us, and is always willing to help out. Has gone to countless conventions and handed out stickers for us and everything.
Ty, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know,
Sit over here.
Lance Dale even did some writing for us for a while and has done an awesome job. So
It's
you know, a lot of
and
you guys.
I want to
Yeah.
say, while it's impossible to name every single fan who has really stood out and been awesome.
Oh, it's
for
not
us,
bad. There's only
I
about
want to do a quick
13
shout out to
of
Will
them.
Greer.
Shut the fuck up.
I want to do a quick shout out to my favorite
I
meme
said I
Will
quit.
Greer.
told
who had
y'all
One
more
horror
time.
halftime so many times I've lost count.
Yes,
Will,
that's
thank you.
true. Yeah, and always good
Hell
to
yeah.
see. So, anyways, but we will be back on the 23rd. I think that'll be the next episode, Wednesday the
I like how
23rd.
I don't get a speech. or
Oh,
anything
go ahead,
about
please. You've been
how
talking
much
the whole time
I
in the
care
background.
about the fan and everything. I just
Talk
want
about the fan.
I just want to thank Aaron Garcia because he sends me hats, and
That a guy.
I send him
God
hats.
love you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
about
Oh, I
it.
miss Freddie Torres. Is he alive? Because I haven't heard from him. in a
Ah,
while.
Jonathan Seymour's up in this bitch. What's
Oh,
up, man?
John
Oh, Johnny
Seymour.
Seymour. God
Good to
bless
see
you,
you,
brother.
man.
You'll have to you can see our draft picks on the board, but you'll have to listen
Hell
to the
yeah,
episode when
man.
or start it over again. But
It was
We
a
got
good
the
draft.
OGs up here today,
Solid
man. The
draft.
cult classic
Yeah.
horror OGs that have been with us for this long.
You
So
remember
we'll
the elites? That was the thing.
yeah, the elite CCH elite. Yeah, I forgot who proclaimed that and then pieced
Yeah,
out of the
right.
group.
Oh, and quick shout out to Mark Martin, who's been with us for our whole live cast tonight and throwing out good horror movie suggestions. Thanks, Mark.
yeah.
Thanks,
you guys.
Mark. Adam
So
G,
we'll-
thanks, man, for the congrats.
So once again, we're back bi-weekly. We're going to be back on Wednesday night at midnight, the 23rd. We always released Wednesday at midnight. And so every other Wednesday, midnight. We're going to be covering Humanoids from the Deep. So
Classic.
join us for that one. And yes, Robin, you are close to a day oneer. A lot of you awesome guys. So appreciate it.
Well, thank you everyone again, and we'll see you for episode 301.
Yeah,
Yep. See you
301
guys. I'm excited for this this whiteboard. We got our little draft here.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for these polls in the group, and please vote, and we'll get other people to vote, and then we'll keep track of, we'll keep updating you every episode on what the heck's going on. So
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for joining
All right,
us.
guys.
We'll catch you next time.
Later.
Later.
Later.